Let's see. Looks like we're live here. Alright. Stretch out your neck, boy. Hey, yo, there we go. Alright, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It's your friendly neighborhood carrot with rabies. We are back. This time we are going to be playing a game called the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I keep wanting to say the Stanley Parables. I guess I'm used to saying parables like from the Bible, not like I guess a single parable. Makes sense. So apparently there's different endings to this thing. In a similar way, like a lot of other games are being made right now, where there's the decisions you make determine the ending. I think that's really cool. Sort of like a choose your own adventure kind of thing. A little speck of dust right there. And yeah, so Ark bought this with her channel points, and we are going to play it. I purchased it today. Right now it's $24.99 on Steam. If this is something you are interested in, feel free to check it out. So I'm going to go ahead and get started because we're starting a little late. I had a conference the past 2 days, and so I was making sure to spend a little extra time with the family. Got my shower in. Have you played the Stanley Parable before? No. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. I don't know, man. I'm just going to keep it right there. I mean, I can see it, but just barely, I guess. I don't know. Please enter the current time. It is 9:33. Wait. Okay. 9:34 p.m. Hey, what's up, Ark? We're doing it. Accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. Okay. Alright, let's see. I have not played a PC game on... I have played games on my PC, but I've been playing them with the controller. I've not played them with my keyboard and mouse since getting this new desk setup. So hopefully it's not too shaky. I'm worried. Like right there, my computer's shaking, but maybe you guys can't even tell. I don't know. Alright, let's begin the game. It looks like I'm in some sort of office. Ever the end is never the end is never the end is never the end. Okay. Hey, what up, Dan? Saving for Brawl? Sure. You use the channel points.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
We'll play Brawl.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. So I am number 427. Playing the hit game Among Us, it's funny. Try to get to the ending with a bucket, okay? Make sure I make clear choices. Everything in this game is important. What year is this? Sadly, people... Well, I guess the computers are probably different, but... Okay. Wait, should I check out the settings real quick? Let me make sure. Controls... Space, jump, E, interact, crouch, okay? Pretty straightforward. Hey, Mansheen! Dan, you just gifted Mansheen a nice little tier 1 sub. Hey, yo. Narrator is a hater? Don't listen to the narrator? Wow. Nar hater. Okay, that sounds like I'm pressing the keyboard, doesn't it? I'm trying to press the, Bro, what? Alright, well. Hello? Can I get back in there? Well, shoot! I locked myself out! He gonna play how he gonna play. He wants to secretly
All of
question.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Listen, I'm just gonna go to what this man is saying. I don't know if this is correct, but it's all I know to do, okay, guys? Where the heck is the meeting room? Dude, what a sad place to work, though.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm just doing it. I'm just doing it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Yeah, this does not seem good. I'm going up to my boss's office.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. Is this the boss? The executive bathroom. Now, you know we gotta check this out. Extreme Bathrooms and Time magazine. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Can't see Stanley's face. Let him experience it. I'm like strangely obsessed with this game. Oh, really? More than Genshin? I doubt it. Yo.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Dude, I keep... Is this gonna jump scare me? Hey, yo. Dude, give me a flashlight or something. I can only go down? So did the office move up or down though? I felt like the office was moving up. #1 donator, baby. Dan, thank you so much for that gifted to
Descending
Mansheen.
deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion
No
in
jump
his
scares?
chest,
Okay.
as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Dan and Electro, you guys are in here. Have you seen this whole game played through?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Or escape. This one I'm just doing what the narrator says. There's over 50 endings? How am I possibly going to get all of them?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
What?
Did he have the strength to find out?
Bro, Stanley just getting it. You know almost all of them how to get. So how many am I supposed to get tonight? I put all endings on my title.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Wait, where's mine?
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
So that's with the that's what the cameras are up to. We saw cameras around for sure. What was that, 427? So I'm right here. Yep, there's my office. Okay.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Those lights hurt my eyes, dude. This is the first one. This is the first ending. You actually helped program the game. You know how the whole game works, and you should absolutely never listen to Ellie. That's amazing. Never seen any. Hey, what up? What up, Leslie? It's good to see you. I watch gameplay in my free time of this. It Takes Two, A Way Out. Oh, It Takes Two. Wait, which one was that? A Way Out is awesome. Was It Takes Two the one where you turn into dolls? That game is awesome. A Way Out is that prisoner game. That's really cool too. I love that you like those games. Wait, what's happening? Oh, I thought it was just a dark screen.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
By doing what? Pulling the power of the system, baby. It's this easy. Oh, so I can just click stuff. So I can... wait. Well, I'm going to turn it off. I'm not wearing no bucket this year. I'm getting that speed flex, baby. Wait, does that have to do with the game? This is my first time playing this, Leo. I know there's a bucket involved in this game.
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Oops.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
This, I paid $24 for this game. What are we getting ourselves into? Okay, so it's restarted? Is this what's happened? Roll the credits. Oh, you're talking about football helmets. Nice. Okay, that's what I thought. But I just want to make sure that it didn't have to do with this game. Because when you said speed flex, all I could think of was like spandex. Congratulations on your sweet helmet. You get to carry a bucket around with certain endings. That's one of 50 plus. The end is never the end. Is never the end. Is never the end. Is... Alright. So where's our narrator now? So I think I can just click. Alright, so let's see if there are things to...
Workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
How come I can't jump? Wasn't jump space? I can't.
No matter
I can't
how
jump.
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay, so this time let's do the opposite of what he says. Wait,
Stanley
what?
went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Okay. What the heck, dude? What? Narrator closes the door behind you. Yes, I get that. But that other door didn't close, I don't think. I wish I had a little cursor that would show me where I am. Show me what I'm clicking on. Wait, input received? Okay. Wait, I can go back? Why can't I jump? Alright. I'm hacking a mainframe, baby. Dog Rider! I hate Mondays. A blue mug. I love that some of these lights are out, bro. Hey, Dan with the 3 biddies. Wait, did you do more than 3? Cheered 3 bits. I like shiny triangle. When can I jump? When can I jump? Let's make sure. Sales.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, I'm not getting anything different. Hey, yo, shiny triangles, baby. 11 biddies. Each time it resets or you reset it, click on a computer that's on. Okay, I see what you're saying. Shiny triangle is Pog, baby. And then 20 bits. Let's go, boys. No, actually, wait. So I went left last time. Now I'm going right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Did I check this? Dan, dude, you're amazing. So there's an on computer. I mean, I'm just clicking here. Gosh, every time you do that, I think I'm doing something in the game. 38 bits? Yeah, so actually, I'm about to get a little Twitch paycheck this weekend. So everything you guys give tonight, or...
worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
No. Should I stand?
Yes, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Should I just wait for him?
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly
awesome.
on his overall personality.
Dusty, thank you, bro.
This is why everyone left.
Coming for that gamer sweat. Jump off the turbo lift area and climb into the vent. Is this fair? Is it fair that you're telling me?
For more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message. But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Okay, take the door or do I not take the door? All your bits are gone? Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Like I was saying, anything that you guys donate through bits or through... Narrator does say some language. Come on, it's a Christian stream. It's one word in certain points. Anything you guys donate through biddies or subscriptions, I will be getting this weekend. So, putting that plug in. I'm go straight this way. All right, I'll do this.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay. Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Okay. I don't understand why I can't jump. Okay. This is very interesting. Alright. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse. Cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. Even though I'm dead.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Narrator, you're sketchy. Okay, I can open that with a key card. I kind of wish that, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have jumped. Maybe I should have ridden that thing just to see. Alright. So, we could get a key card somewhere. Do I need to pay attention to all these doors? Like, I feel like these doors should be making sense. No buckets past this point. This is a good ending.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay. Oh, more key cards. So eventually I can get a key card. That'd be cool. If not open, don't pay attention to them. Okay. That's good to know. So my first instinct is to go through the red door, and then next time we can go through the blue door. But I did say I wasn't going to listen to what he said this time.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see,
I wasn't sure if that was actually going to work.
I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead,
Wait a minute.
Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there.
Okay.
Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
The heck? The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. 2 seconds? Somebody beat this game in 2 seconds. Stanley is online. This is you. You are objectively ranked 9,320. Why not ask some friends for help? Friends list empty. Stanley. A dead rat is objectively ranked higher than me. How long does it take you to get to the correct door? That's pretty funny. I'm gonna go through this again.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No.
I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure
4
to keep
hours.
notes on your experience.
I'm not pressing that button.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
I just thought it'd be funny.
I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of
Let
ideas.
it burn.
I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's
Great
over.
point. It's a fake baby.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Is it gonna be the beginning again? It's got to be the beginning, right? Other game references. What?
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
That's amazing.
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted, erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley, and it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
I remember this game. I just can't remember what it's called. It's not called Outward, is it? Isn't this the game where it's like about putting out fires? That door sound like Minecraft.
Oh, no, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it.
Truthfully, I'm not a fan of open world games.
I'm going to get us out of here.
Well, I'm not the biggest
Let's find
fan.
Another game.
It's too many hours for me.
Something with nice, big, insurmountable...
Tori, what's up, dude? 22 months, almost 1 year. Tori, I was telling them earlier, but I'm going to get that Prime sub money this weekend, so I appreciate it. This? Oh, nice.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly
little Rocket League action.
Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally
Car
impressed.
sucker! Make it rain, baby.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must.
I want there to be like cars and a ball rolling around me. Oh, there we go. Beep, beep, beep. Go, Stanley. Yay!
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun?
Yes, sir.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Filing cabinets. So much fun. This is crazy. Okay, so I have escaped the narrator? Wait. The heck? I've escaped the narrator. And I'm in Creepy Town. What was over here? Okay, hold on. Is that where I was gonna go? I think. Oh, this is trippy. I don't know what's happening. Did I just come from here? Should I go towards the light? This game is wild. Wait a minute. Narrator's gone. Stanley is by himself. Wow. Okay. There's nothing in here that I need to like... Alright. Okay, so we've come to this light down...
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon.
48 more to go.
Very soon. I can wait.
I got chills on that one, guys. They kind of weirded me out a little bit. Not gonna lie. Hate when people don't realize the speed changed on 385. Dude, I saw that. When did they do that? I love it. I'm so glad. We all went 70 anyway.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah. Okay, input received. But last time it was this one. Should I be... Everything basically still looks the same. I almost feel like I should try the doors every time, but I'm not sure. Alright, let's just go.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright. I'm gonna go... What are you guys saying? Last week? I love it. I noticed it just today. I actually noticed it last night, coming home from that conference. You get a full bar if you do that the entire time until it's on your computer. Try doing a cheat code. I don't really... Cheat code? I don't know. Go Stanley. I'm gonna go right again.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
And
wow.
I'm gonna go...
Yes, this room. What but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'm gonna go this way.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I'm not gonna do that.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Okay. Well, I can only go left.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
It's gonna get confusing, just to warn you.
No,
okay.
No.
Okay,
Right.
okay.
Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Stanley!
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
This doesn't look like I'm gonna get run over.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
You've already seen it, you baby.
Oh.
How do we get access to the bathrooms?
It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Okay, so that's an ending too? Is that ending number 3? Patience, child.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
That's not ending number 3?
To the meeting room.
How's that not an ending?
Simply missed a memo.
Surname access. I'm in the process of ending number 3? Okay.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
I don't know, sir.
Just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh yeah, hold on. Okay. So there's ways this way. Hold on, let's see. This goes to the same area as well, right? And there's ways this way? Oh, man. Okay. Just go with it.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Wait, okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It hasn't been restarted, has it? Nope. Alright, let's go. Let's see what's happening.
Okay, yep. It's
What?
us. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
What? Okay.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story.
What?
Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay. Okay.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yeah! That's got to be an ending, right?
Work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people
Still not the end.
Square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
The Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
All right, I've got a solution.
Okay.
This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Oh, look at this. That door hasn't been opened before. Let me just make sure. Let me make sure. Okay. Solitaire. Wish I could play. Alright, this is new. Dude, I don't even remember where this started.
Where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, Are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
It's counting down. Oh. It does sound like Angry Birds.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. I don't... Okay.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us?
Oh my gosh.
After everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Is that the ending? That's not the ending.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Is the narrator actually on my side? Like,
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
Going in the circle.
Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Excuse me. Well, see you, line.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here.
These are all the things.
For a minute. Okay. So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will
I think I'm getting
that door lead us
Sick
to where
here.
we're going. And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
The confusion ending. You've been playing the confusion ending for 17 minutes.
The confusion ending? You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending?
It's literally what
And
it's
we're supposed
called.
to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes?
I didn't even realize that it restarted that many times.
Determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I'll grab the popcorn.
Okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we?
Why did you say 2.5 hours to get all the endings? I did not like that sound. To get me to play it? Oh, nice.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of it. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Where's the computer?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, I'm going this way again.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh, man.
Lounge
Sorry,
was
guys.
sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally? But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'm going to do this one.
Detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on the topics of blank, 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 blank. Future was yesterday. Tomorrow is now. The future? Tomorrow. Complete today's unfinished agenda items. Write next day's agendas. Reflect. Employee 417, 405, 491, 416, 431, and Jim. Mo money. triplicate. If you ever find yourself in conflict with another diligent employee like yourself, but more inclined toward conflict unless you're the kind of person who initiates, what are your dreams for the future? Okay. We need to get this man out of the broom closet.
Into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way.
Hey, what's up, Zev? Over on YouTube. Nice.
Doing sweet FA.
What's up, Owen?
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation.
Because you keep talking to me, bro. And because Owen said don't leave.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
Playing VR, helping friends. Nice. Well, somebody mentioned, oh, it was the broom closet was on that whiteboard.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Well, we're gonna find out. The full dialogue's like 5 more minutes.
Stanley
I love that.
was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
You're too tired to update it. Dang, baby, they really hating on Stanley here.
Right now, you're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand
this is amazing.
First-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Cracking jokes. Nice. Have fun, Zev. See ya.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Is that better, Owen?
Come Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Sweet. 69K. Nice, baby. Good. Oh, what the? Should have gone downstairs. Pretty standard elevator music. I like it. That is very bright piece of paper. Longest elevator ride? Copyright, you're dead. If only it mattered. Am I really gonna try? No, heck no, I'm not gonna try to get all the endings. I'm at 1 hour and 6 minutes right now. I may play for another 40. So, you finished that report? That's a copy. It's the strangest thing. My whole office deserted me. Been trying to tell my boss about it for a while right now. Game has like 40 endings. Ark says it has like 50 plus. You might have to go to bed before then. I won't play much past when you gotta go to bed. You'll have to get us to play it again, for sure. 2 hours if you know how to get them. Really? You could actually finish it in 2 hours? I'm still riding the elevator. I'm tempted to press the buttons, but elevator kills me? Alright, well. We're about to find out. So if I go up, I go to heaven. If I go down, I go to the other place. I go to the fires. That would actually be kind of epic if that's how it works. Like right now I'm going to heaven. That's why it's taking so long. Or if it like takes me into space and going down takes me into like the core of the earth or something. Then you go to Florida. I think the narrator's getting tired of singing. Dude, I can't believe this. Nothing. I'll give it another minute or so. And then I may press a button. Elevator simulator. Heaven isn't there. Man can't access it. You just are in open space right now. Should I press a button, guys? Guess I'll let you decide. Try spamming a button. Okay. For 4 straight hours, it actually lasts for 4 hours. I let the baby burn the first time. Can I go down? Well, dang.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. Can't remember what kind of different directions you could go here. Ark, when do you have to go to bed?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I'll go this way.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall,
yes,
Stanley would meet his violent death.
You're supposed to be sleeping?
The door behind him was not shut.
I didn't hear that.
Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I did not read such a thing.
Point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Once this ending is done, you'll go to bed? Basically, jump.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
oh no!
He reflected that his life had been of no consequence.
You're gonna go to bed too, Cardboard?
Stanley
or are you
can't
supposed to
see
be
the
sleeping?
big picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single
whammin' narrator.
instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Trolled heavy.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Yeah, that turd trying to kill
When
me.
every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Stanley's computer. Office layout. Office computers. Very interesting. They've turned this into a museum? Like, dude, what am I looking at here? Oh, these are the credits. There's a woman? An early version of the maintenance room. Should I be reading all this stuff? The office. Warzone. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build that it was far too jokey on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which is not our intention. That would have been cool. Ultra Deluxe. In December 2018, we announced the Ultra Deluxe version of Stanley Parable. These screenshots of the videos we made for the announcement and the game's delay. Huh. They included Rocket League, right? They taking a shot at Rocket Leaguers? The Lounge, an early version of the Lounge. That's where they had like the Coke machine and stuff, right? Apartment timer. In a previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Purposely made fun of car. Soccer people. They did it, so do I. The cargo lift. The second version is functionally the same as what's in the final game, but we really wanted to look more like a place where cargo was actually stored. The cargo lift. The cargo lift was always intended to offer the choice of staying on or jumping to a different path. However, after this early version, we decided we also wanted the option of the player falling to their death. So I still need to fall my death. I still need to stay on it. This game is now paused. Escape menu. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized this was what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. So is that what I should try? Zending. This screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Are all of these... Hey, what's up, Nathan? Over on YouTube now, I see. Are all of these, like, pointing me in the direction of some different endings? The Zending went through many iterations. This room represents the fourth version of the ending. We thought it was complete, but decided to abandon the change and change it again shortly before launch. Yes, the Nathan and the Owen. Why are you still in caps? Zending levers. These levers were originally part of the Zending. The player would pull a lever and the narrator would describe what color they had pulled. Huh. You still got a lot to go till all the endings. Oh, well, for sure. This is not creepy. Trailers. We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one, released in May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he is repairing a new version of the Stanley Parable. Huh. The meeting room. Option 1. Wait, what's this? Maintenance layout. The flow of hallways following the first 2 doors was important to get right, since players will replay them so many times. We discussed a number of designs, but ultimately it was the simplest version that won out. Interesting. I won't tell Matt. Alright, so I've already done that. Narrator emails. After the second trailer we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. What is this strange number? Can you tell me what the significance? 1112800. Well, the thing I want to know is, what would you do if Stanley entered any other rooms? For instance, on a scale of Max Ernst to Salvador Dali, how surreal will this game be? Were you born? Well, congratulations, line press. Attached file. Okay. 1112800, I think was that number. Have I gone down here? Is this where I came from? Yeah, this is where I came from. Okay. Let's keep going up. To the right first. Stanley's office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office. Over time, the first was created in November 2011, second in March 2012, third in February. Wow, this game was a long time in the making. Gosh. All the little details that go into games like this, man. Big Museum. Game design mock-up. This is the level that William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, as a kind of audition piece. The strength of this level got William hired to design the full game. Though much of the environment has changed, the basic layout from this mock-up is still in the game. It's cool. Monitor room elevator. For a crappy. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down with freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down, placed the two endings together instead. Countdown room, an early version of the countdown room. Freedom ending, this is the freedom ending as it existed in beta. I think I already had that, right? Or is that the happiness ending? Oh, it's this. Countdown deaths, one of the deaths from an early version of the countdown ending. You have an exam tomorrow? Hey, good luck on your exam. You know this game a lot if I play it again.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
All right, night arc.
Perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
I wasn't going to pause it and end it. There's no way. Like, I got to see what happens in that ending if I actually get squished. But does it count?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There's a lot of paper everywhere, Mr. Mans. I
When
don't think it
Stanley
did
came
end.
to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
So is that an ending? I don't know.
All of his
I
co-workers
think
were
so.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let me see. I don't understand that either, Electra. There's no way, right? Alright, I'm gonna do this. So, how do I know how many endings I've gotten?
Wait, Stanley
I don't
thought
know.
to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken. No, the orders were still missing. For now.
That's new, right? Yes. The lights were always so bright.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
How you gonna
Perhaps
play
he
a
wanted to
game
stop
about
by
going
the
to work when
employee
you're off
lounge
work?
first, just to admire it.
Fair question.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean...
What?
Truly, deeply, madly, love.
Oh. Stanley. Mr. Nerd.
Yes, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Bye.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To
Who
put
is this
your work
her?
aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Is this the narrator lady?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone
Whoops.
is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
What?
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make?
What?
Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all
Tony Stark?
likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
Cool.
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant
you heard him right,
contribution to
Electra.
the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Better than our schools. Hoping maybe I could plug it back in and just have it ring.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Okay. Oh, so this happened because I jumped off? No, I did not jump off. I rode it the whole time. When I jumped off, that's when I got squished. That was the end result. But I don't know if that was an ending. Like, it doesn't really tell me you made it to an ending.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying, Electra.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code. Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115. Night Shark 115.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I don't think I can. Night Shark 115.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect.
You guys heard it.
The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of two open
that would be
doors,
awesome. And you could actually talk with him.
On his left.
You want to try it again? See, this is another long ending.
Person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
This is tripping me out a little bit.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow
I'm not gonna go
you'll be fine.
to the left.
All right. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I'm going one more time.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
okay, going to the right.
Exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Here's just kind of crazy though. Like I do sort of want to find out.
That? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
What the heck? I do want to find out what happened to all my coworkers.
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Trippy. What?
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
This is crazy, bro.
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Is everything okay? Stanley, please.
What?
I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story.
It's got to be an ending, right?
Make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So...
Actually, the end? I think so.
Are you there?
I think when it comes up... Why is he talking about beavers? I think when it comes up with text, that actually means that it's the end. And definitely with the credits.
Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
Crazy.
Take as much time as you need.
I could not jump off. Alright guys, this is where I'm going to end this stream. Been playing for an hour and 45 minutes. I did not look into it. I just was kind of trusting Ark that we could finish this game, all the endings in 2.5 hours. She made it sound like there were like 3 different endings, and apparently there are 50. We did all of them. We did all of them tonight. No, I think we only... How many did we get? Did we get 4? Maybe? Maybe 4? So I'm not gonna play this game again unless somebody buys it, just because that's a brain twister right there. So if somebody pays channel points to play it again, we will play it again. Otherwise, I mean, I may mess around with it on my own time. Because it is fun. It is interesting. I'd like to find out what happened to his co-workers. I'd like to find out... I'd assume you can actually do that. I don't even know at this point. I'd like to find out what his boss was doing. Like, I guess it was some sort of mind control. And maybe just to do the menial tasks, or was it like some big experiment? Like, I don't know. There's a lot of questions that you could have based on the story that we know. Do we ever meet the narrator? I would assume not, but maybe. So, yeah, let me know. Maybe drop a comment on YouTube if you're watching this on YouTube. And if you really want me to play it again, then we will do that. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. Electro, Ark, thanks for picking the game, Ark. Tori, good to see you. Nathan's good to see you. Owen, good to see you. And I'm sure that there's people I'm missing. Nathan, oh, Dan, Dusty was in here earlier, and he gave a bunch of bits. Shout out to Dusty. And he also gifted to Man Sheehan a subscription over on Twitch. So remember, you can use more than one emote now over on Twitch if you are subscribed. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the Discord. And if I don't see you then we'll definitely see you no later than next Tuesday. Peace. Have a great night. Have a great week. And we'll see you when we see you. Bye, guys.